Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Northwest Small Batch Brewing. And today, as you could see from the funnel intro, I'm making a Dunkel Weizen. What's a Dunkel Weizen? It is a dark wheat beer. And I don't want to take any more of your time. We'll get over to the kitchen and get started on this. But before we do, if you would like to help support my channel, and let's be honest, it could use all the support it can get, for free, no cost to you. All you have to do is look down and click the subscribe button and make sure you turn on your notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I put out a new video. So I appreciate that, and without further ado, let's just get over to the kitchen and take a look at the grain bill for this beer. So we have 6.6 pounds of great white wheat. I've got 3.6 pounds of Munich, 0.6 pounds of Briess Caramel, 0.6 pounds of Briess Carapils, 0.6 pounds of chocolate, and 0.6 pounds of Special B, and of course don't forget your rice hulls. Alright folks, here we go, mashing in all the light grains at 154 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour. I'm going to go ahead and finish mashing in, getting all the dough balls out, nicely mixed, and then I'll see you back here in an hour to mash in the top grains. See you in an hour.
One hour later.
Alright, time for the top mash. So I'm just going to sprinkle in and gently mix in the dark grains here, the non-fermentables. And then we'll give them 20 minutes to steep before we start the drain. So I will see you back here in about 20 minutes. Alright guys, 20 minutes is up, so you know what that means. It means it's time to drain your grain. That's right, time to drain the grain. Let's get it done. Alright, here we go. Time to drain the grain. Alright, so I will go ahead and let this drain, and then we'll bring it up to a boil, and I will bring you back for the first edition. See ya in just a few. Alright everybody, it's time for the first and only edition, the 60-minute edition, 1 ounce of Hallertau. And that's it. I'll be back in 45 minutes to put in some Whirfloc. See you in a few. Alright guys, time to add half a Whirfloc here to the mix. Got 15 minutes left to go in the boil. I'll see you then. Alright everybody, so as you can see, the boil is done. I'm just going to let it cool down, and once it's ready I will pitch the yeast, so I'll be back for that. Alright everybody, I'm going to go ahead and start the pump here. See if we can't get this beer flowing. There we go. So I'm going to get this filled up. It is actually still at about 83 degrees, which is too warm to pitch the yeast. So I'm going to fill this up, chill it down a little bit in my fermentation chamber to about 68 degrees, and then I will shake the bejesus out of it and pitch some yeast. So I'll be back to pitch the yeast. See you in a few minutes. All right, guys, so first things first, I'm going to kick it off its little stand. We're down to about 68 degrees here, and I'm just going to rock it. Now, this is another method of aerating your wort. So you do this for about a minute. If you can just pick the whole thing up and shake it, that'd be great, but if not, you know, this seems to work pretty good. All right, guys, so you probably can't see this, but the yeast here is Safale WB06. And as all things Safale, they refuse to make these easy open packets. So you have to use some sort of skizzers to get these open. And as always, I just pitch it right in, trying to avoid the tubing that's in there, but that's it. So we're all set. I'm going to put a put this under pressure at 12 psi to ferment. That's not necessary. If you don't have one, you don't need to do it. This is just an ale yeast, so we're talking like 65 to 75 degrees is the optimal temperature. And in case you're wondering, the original gravity 1056 was exactly on target, so I hit all my numbers. I will see you in a month for moving this into the keg. See you then. It's been 30 days, so I'm going to take 1 cup of water, that's 8 ounces of water, and add 1 package of unflavored gelatin and let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes.
20 minutes later.
Heat to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not exceed 160. So 65.5 Celsius. And in it goes. Boom daddy. Close it up. And we will put this on the kegerator on CO2 for a week and be back to taste it. See you then. Hey everybody, welcome to the end. You've made it, you're here. Let's see what the result is of our hard work and dedication. So you probably saw at the beginning of the video a preview of me pouring it. The head dissipated pretty quickly. I'd say it had like a 1-finger head. Smells pretty malty. I do smell a little bit of acetaldehyde. Otherwise, you know, it's about 6% is what it finished at. I mean, the color is nice. It's a little, I mean, it's dark, so what are you going to do? But yeah, let's see how it tastes. It's not bad. The interesting the taste, the flavor really lingers after you drink it. The finish on it is quite long, kind of nutty at the end. It's a little thin. I was hoping for something a little bit with more girth to it. The acetaldehyde is pretty faint, so it's not too bad. I'm not sure there would have been a way to avoid it. I mean, this fermented cold, man. This fermented around 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So, I mean, temperature-wise, the fermentation couldn't have been more perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I almost feel like this could do with a little bit of wheat, or not wheat, oats. I was just looking at what I put in, you know. There is wheat in this, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of special bee. Yeah, I don't know. I think Munich, mostly Munich. So I would almost be willing to bet that the acetaldehyde is, because I can barely taste it now. The more I drink it, the more I can't taste it. I can definitely smell it though. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's sort of a green apple or a Jolly Rancher green apple, or sort of underripe, dry cidery sort of lingering smell and flavor. It's just something that's very hard to avoid in certain beers. I find that it happens quite often in wheat beers, and there is wheat in this, obviously. It's a Dunkel Weizen. It's a dark wheat. But I would be willing to bet that in a couple of weeks, it will mellow out significantly and probably won't have much of that flavor left at all. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I just wish it had a little bit more body to it. And yeah, so that's what I think of that. And if you're interested in knowing how I came up with this recipe, I will post a video next week, so stay tuned. It's a good reason to subscribe so you get notified. And I'll put out a video on beginning to end on how I came up with the entire recipe for this particular beer. So until then, hey, thanks for staying till the end. You are the true patriots of my channel, the one of you that stayed. I'll be back in a week, like I said, with another video. And cheers, and, you know, as I always say, happy brewing. See you soon.